Hi guys, my name is Liz R, and I am currently a student at UW Stout looking to graduate with a degree in business administration and a minor in finance. And this is my presentation on communication in the business world. To get a better grasp on how effective communication is essential in my future career, I decided to interview someone who was currently working in the field of business that I would potentially want to be in. When it came time to choose who it was that I wanted to interview, I knew I wanted to interview someone with the same degree as the one I am currently working towards, but I also knew I wanted to look into a potential career that I did not know much about. When talking about this assignment with my sister-in-law, she had mentioned that I could interview her mom, who graduated with a business administration degree and currently worked as a manager. After thinking it over and really looking into her line of work, I decided she was the perfect match for my project. So I chose to interview Tracy Doucette. Tracy is currently a field manager at AAA Wisconsin. AAA was founded in 1902 in Chicago, Illinois, in response to the lack of roads and highways suitable for automobiles, which is how it's got its name, AAA, which stands for Automobile Club of America. AAA provides emergency roadside assistance to its members. These services include things like towing, lockouts, winching, tire changes, automobile first aid, and battery replacement. AAA also offers services such as liability insurance, provides travel agent services and auto registration, as well as notary services. Tracy manages 3 offices that are all 100 miles apart. She manages one in Eau Claire, one in Wausau, and one in Onalaska. Tracy also manages 5 different product lines and has 21 employees who must report to her directly. Some of Tracy's day-to-day activities include things like monitor sales and activity for her product lines, as well as be available to resolve issues that arise throughout her branches. Being that Tracy cannot be at all 3 branches at once, she must be constantly available via email and instant messenger to be able to remote in and assist on any problems that branches might have. When I asked Tracy what she thought the hardest part of communication in her job was, she had thought the remote portion was the most difficult. Solving problems over the phone or through email when you're 100 miles apart can make any problem seem more difficult, and it can take much longer to resolve. Tracy's advice for those going into a field where effective communication is vital was to speak clearly, give easy-to-follow directions, practice effective listening as well as effective speaking, and to make use of different communication strategies. Speaking clearly and giving easy-to-follow directions kind of go hand in hand. When giving directions, you want to speak slowly, use words your listener will understand, and speak confidently. Effective listening is one that Tracy thinks can be one thing that will set you apart from other managers. Employees tend to listen and communicate back to you more effectively when you practice effective listening and really let your employees and customers know that you do hear what they are saying. Lastly, Tracy gave the advice of making use of different communication strategies and techniques. Tracy gave this advice because many different techniques of communication have different benefits and consequences. Some are better for solving certain problems that others would not be good at. What I learned from this interview is just how important communication is in the business world. After spending time with Tracy, I realized how much she has to communicate face-to-face, via phone, and email. I have spent time with Tracy outside of her set work hours and can tell you that she is constantly getting emails or phone calls about her job. Tracy is a great communicator and loves her job, which makes communicating with her employees that much easier. I learned that in order to be a successful manager, you need to be able to listen to your employees and listen to their ideas. There is a difference between hearing what they are saying and actually listening and comprehending what they are saying. I also learned in this interview was a little more about Tracy's job. I learned that she has a lot of diversity and flexibility in her work schedule and some other benefits as well. Tracy spends many of her days traveling between the 3 offices that she has manages and other AAA offices throughout the state to make sure that the other branches are working together to create an easy environment for their customers. Tracy also gets to travel to many resorts that work with AAA for things like marketing conventions as well as business conventions. Being that Tracy has no designated office and just manages 3 offices that are very far apart, her job gives her the option to work from home when she needs or wants. Having that versatility is something I think many of us would like to have someday. In completing this project, I learned a few things about myself and the things I would like to do in my future career, as well as the things I would not like to do. I also had to really think about what questions would be suitable and usable when interviewing Tracy. I learned it's not how many questions you ask, but how effective the questions you do ask are. I also learned that having diversity in questions helps you obtain more information with lesser questions. After obtaining all the information from the interview, I had to then take out all the information and learn to sort out the information between what was relevant and useful information and what information was just good to have. Overall, I really enjoyed this project very much. We were given enough time to complete the project and really take our time learning about communication in our future profession. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation as much as I enjoyed making it.